Before we get started with this rambling review, full disclosure, I did receive this free and early copy of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced from Ubisoft themselves, so please take my opinion of this game with a grain of salt. And with all that being said and out of the way, so Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is here. It's the remake of AC4 Black Flag, one of the most beloved Assassin's Creed games ever. And you know what? Ubisoft and the Assassin's Creed team over at Ubisoft Singapore did it. They truly knocked out the park. It's a really great game, a really great remake. And look, I know some of you probably won't believe me since last year I said that Assassin's Creed Shadows is my second favorite AC game. Well, I still kind of stand by that, kind of. Now it's Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. AC Shadows is now my third favorite. Look, don't get at me. That first and third act in that game is really fucking great. It's just that middle part, which is the longest part in the game, that isn't all that good. I just haven't played the OG games in a decade or so that's why my AC list is gonna look a little different from the rest of y'all. Oh shit, I just realized that we're a minute into this intro and I have not done my intro yet and introduced myself. It's not even in the freaking script right here that I wrote. God Jesus. Sorry. What is up and what's going on, everybody? My name is Malcolm, also known as Baytuh, and today I'm here to bring you all a rambling review for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, tell you all my thoughts and feelings on the game and whatnot. So this ought to be fun. So anywho, with that being said, in this rambling review for Black Flag Resynced, since I haven't played the OG Black Flag since 2014, which was the Xbox One version of AC4, I'm not going to be doing too many comparing and contrasting between the two, or going to too much detail as to what did what better outside the things that I do remember from the OG, like the gameplay, the pacing, some story stuff here and there. Honestly, to be real with y'all, playing Resynced actually was kind of like me playing Black Flag for the first time. So that's you know, pretty cool, like re-experiencing this game for the first time, because I forgot like 75% of what happens in this game, you know, like real talk. I mean, story wise and like locations and like big set pieces wise and whatnot. So instead I'll be more focused on the new and improved stuff like the gameplay and the quest, so that'll be fun. So before we get started with this ramble review, you guys don't mind, please leave a like, subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter and on Blue Sky as well at Baytuh, Baytuh. If you want to keep supporting me even further, you can do so by donating to my Patreon, PayPal, YouTube Super Thanks, leaving a tip, or becoming a YouTube member on my channel. All those links are in the description down below, and that's a pinned comment in the comment section down below as well. With all that being said, without further ado, or wait, what do I usually say? With all that being said, without further ado, let's jump into the first topic in this rambling review, which in my opinion had the biggest overhaul. I actually wrote overall in the script. I meant to write overhaul or overall. Fuck it, I don't care. The big difference between AC4 OG and the Resynced, the remake, I think the big difference outside of the graphics, it's the gameplay. Jesus Christ, roll the clip. I was about to say roll the rip, roll the clip, roll both, because I'm done with this intro for now with that voice crack. The on-foot melee gameplay in Black Flag Resynced is pretty simple, but it isn't as mind-numbingly easy as it was in the original. There's variety to it, like doing on-the-fly sweep kicks, which can turn into you instantly killing an enemy via a ground takedown, or just straight kick an enemy to interrupt their attacks, or kick them into a wall for a chance for an instant takedown, or use your rope dart to scorpion. Get over here! Then do some follow-up light and heavy attacks, or some kicks. Choice is yours. My personal favorite go-tos are the scorpion, get the fuck over here, into a sweep kick, then instant takedown, or into sword pistol shots, which I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know Assassin's Creed 4 had sword pistols. That was in the original. I found that out in recent. I'm like, oh, I didn't know the original had it. I'm like, I thought this was a new weapon. Like, no, people were rocking this shit in 2013. Man, where have I been? Also, dope thing is, not all enemies will be affected by this. Like the big guys, I have to wear down their posture bar first, or the ones that like to freaking dodge and parry your attacks constantly. I've always hated those enemies in the original Assassin's Creed games, but they're a lot, I'm not gonna say easier to to take down, they're like 10% less annoying for the most part. The parry system has also been revamped. Yes, while it is still a parry one-hit kill for most enemies, you'll need to work for it a bit. Not like RPG AC games, nor the very easily telegraphed system from the 360 games. Enemies are a lot faster, less easier to read. Sometimes when you think they're about to do a blue parable attack, they might mix it up on you and do an unblockable red attack that you'll need to dodge. Sometimes when you do that dodge at the right time, you do a perfect dodge, you can get some, I think it's like bonus damage once you do the perfect dodge, then do a follow-up attack and you get some bonus damage out of that, which is really cool. You'll know once time slows down. The AI in Black Flag Resynced might not be as dumb as they were in the OG games, but they're not super smart either. But just a heads up, just wailing on them won't get you far. Remix your moveset and try other things for better success. Even though the gameplay in AC Shadows is still my favorite, even though I hate the RPGification of it, the new and improved combat system in Black Flag Resynced is perfect for the older Assassin's Creed games. Kind of like a better feeling Assassin's Creed Mirage gameplay system, you know? Like kind of along those lines. With the stealth system in Black Flag Resynced, it's now more akin to that of the RPG AC games, which in my opinion, that's a great thing. You can now crouch freely whenever you please, making for more better hiding and stealthy gameplay. And with the updated environments and graphics, and definitely when it comes to the weather system, it most certainly helps complement this style of gameplay a lot too, which is awesome. The ship combat is another highlight for me. You can get perks and secondary weapon types this time around, like extra mortar fire or a ram charge if you complete and recruit the new ship officers, which makes naval combat even more better and versatile, which I do recommend doing as fast as possible because it can make things a lot easier since the ship combat can be pretty difficult. Now, speaking of the officers, let's move on to the next section of this rambling review, the quest, the new quest, the side quest.
Give your quarry something to fear from a fever dream, and men will drop to their knees, pleading for their lord.
Oh God. Looks fine.
Of course it does.
From my count and from what I completed, there's 5 new side quests in the game. Well, technically 6. There's Blackbeard's hidden treasure, 3 officer quests, a Steve Bonnet questline, and epilogue type quest, which supposed to be completed or saved for the ending of the game. You get it once you've completed all officer, did I say that right? All officer quest lines. And I guess for pacing and story wise, it should be played after the credits, like I said, as an epilogue. But I did it way before that because it just made sense in my head in the order I play these quests in. And I didn't even bother, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even bother with Blackbeard's hidden treasure because, you know, finding treasure and stuff like that in video games, not my strong suit without guides. Anywho, I only did the 3 officer quests, Steve Bonnet quest, and the epilogue quest line. All 5 of them are pretty damn great. And the homie Steed's quest, because he's my favorite in the entire game, I love him so much. In that quest, you find out how his life as a pirate has treated him, which it's pretty good. Bittersweet, I guess. Don't want to say too much more about that one. To get those ship upgrades I was talking about during the gameplay part of this rambling review, you have to complete each officer quest line. You have to go out and recruit the shipwright Lucy, the master at arms Padre, and gunmaster Deadman for all of the new snazzy upgrades for your ship, like perfect brace from Lucy, which negates even more damage when you brace, ram charge from Padre, and extra mortar and cannon shots from Deadman. Some other extra stuff too, but those are the main ones that I really like a lot. Their story and character moments are actually really great too, like Lucy dealing with a betrayal and murder in her family that got her locked away, Padre leaving his pirate life behind but now gets forced back into it, and Deadman who has lost everything and wants to give up on life but wants revenge first. The Deadman and Lucy quest lines are my personal favorite out of the 3. I know I'm being kind of vague when it comes to like my explanation, just like kind of like a non-spoiler review for this game. I know I'm being kind of vague, but I don't want to spoil too much because these quest lines are actually like legit really well written, pretty damn well acted as well. But once you completed all 3 and get far enough into the game, it all culminates into one grand finale. A finale, mind you, like I said, I played really early in my playthrough, but regardless, you hunt down Blackbeard's killer, which, oh man, the twist twists and turns and the awesome character moments you see out of Edward, it's really damn great. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much, but I mean, honestly, I really like this game's story, Assassin's Creed 4's story, but this is like extra pirate. Like this is like I'd say like I don't know if I'm bugging on this, so you guys let me know in the comments. Like 75-80% of this game's story is the pirate adventure life, while the 20 to 30% or so, 25 to 20% is the Assassin's Templar issue storyline, right? The side quests with Steed, Deadman, Lucy, and Padre, and hunting down Blackbeard's killer. It adds on top of that pirate adventure. It's so freaking good. My favorite parts of this game's story is that pirate adventure. I think the Assassin Templar stuff it's good, you know. I'm not gonna say decent enough. It's good. I like it fine enough, but to me, this is more of a pirate adventure game more than Assassin's Creed, Assassin Templar type game, which I'm kind of, you know, a little tangent. I kind of don't mind them going to this direction more often when it comes to more Assassin's Creed games. Like I said, I haven't played the other Assassin's Creed, the older Assassin's Creed games in a very long time, but from what I could piece together in my memory, my mind's eye memory right now, that it was not saying more lopsided Assassin Templar stuff, but I feel like the Assassin Templar issue conflict and whatnot was more pronounced in those games, and it wasn't until AC4 Black Flag where it's just like, yeah, this is more of a pirate adventure with some Assassin Templar conflict with you know, the issue, then getting the issue artifact, the observatory sprinkle on top of that, which, you know, again, I really liked a lot. Anywho, let's wrap up with my overall and final thoughts for this game.
Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done.
All in all, in my opinion, this is a really great remake. Not only does it respect the original, but it enhances it as well with improved on-foot combat, with its added mechanics, new ship weapons, great side quests, modern stealth and gameplay that's flexible, and the drop-dead gorgeous graphics and animation. Oh, and something I actually forgot to talk about more in depth in this review is before we close out this review, is the modern day story, which it doesn't really exist, which I'm glad. I feel like the modern day storyline has gotten less important in the Assassin's Creed games, like post AC3, right? Like AC3 was like, I'm not gonna say the last big one, because I feel like the RPG games minus Shadows have done interesting things with the modern day stuff, mainly Odyssey and Valhalla, definitely Valhalla, even though I thought it was really like too much. But the modern day storyline in OG Assassin's Creed 4 wasn't all that good. Like, let's keep it a buck. It really wasn't. What is like, you get out of the Animus and have to do some server BS, linking up some servers or reconnecting some connection or whatever, which in the end that turns into you trying to revive, or because you're working, you know, for Sturgo, and the Grand Templar, modern day Grand Templar, recruits you to work with or no, you get assassinated or some shit like that. I forgot. But anyways, and you're basically reviving Jupiter, whatever, some ancient issue, because the Grand Templar guy is a sage, I think, or some shit like that. But all of that, you know, game wise, didn't even get concluded or went anywhere video game wise. If I'm not mistaken, that all got squared away in a spin-off comic, which I think she dies in, the issue lady. So this is like, I don't know. Like I said, I think modern day storylines with Assassin's Creed have become like irrelevant until, like, you know, post AC3, until like Origins, which was okay, but it really went big with Odyssey and Valhalla. So instead of the modern day storyline that got that breaks up the sequences. Instead, we get flashbacks and story context with Edward and his wife Caroline, which is really cool. Or it just jumps to the next story beat, which in my opinion, for pacing reasons, I think that's cool. Like, hey man, let's just keep it with this pirate adventure, you know, and whatnot, and get back to the you know, the storylines and characters like Jack and Blackbeard and Steve Bonnet. Like I said, I'm glad they took up a modern day storyline. They focused more on the story context and backstory of Edward, why he's here, his goals and his reasoning, and you know what happened between him and his wife. And I'm glad they focused more on that, and the new side quest and events and whatnot added more to the historical, you know, the pirate adventure story of Assassin's Creed 4. But yeah, anyways, outro time. And yeah, that just about does it for this rambling review for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Thank you all for watching this, and thank you all for joining me for this review, or for my rambling review for this game. Let me know in the comment section down below what y'all think. If you guys agree, disagree, somewhere in between, how y'all liking the game, comparing it to the original, since I couldn't give much insight in that regard. Let me know in the comment section down below, or tweet at me, or blue sky me at Baytuh, Baytuh. Like I said, I had a fun time with this game. It felt great to go back and, or I guess, experience a new and older Assassin's Creed game, and which begs the question, and I know this isn't the video to really do it on, but there's something to chew on. What's next for Ubisoft in terms of the AC remakes? Let's just say Assassin's Creed Resynced. Like, I'm a little, I guess I shouldn't say too surprised that Assassin's Creed 4 got the remake treatment first, because I think I'm not tripping too much into say that Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, of all the 360 Assassin's Creed games, Black Flag is the most popular one, so followed by the Ezio trilogy, or at least Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. So I would assume, you know, since they got the most popular out of the way, I don't think they're gonna go touch Ezio stuff next. I think they might actually tackle Assassin's Creed 1. Like, I think, you know, and this is for a way longer topic, another discussion, a video that I personally want to do once I have the time, but talk about how Ubisoft truly should be in the same position that Capcom is in right now. Like, Capcom went through their Ubisoft moment like Ubisoft's going through now, like pre Resident Evil 7, post Resident Evil 6, so 2013 to 2016, so about like 3.5, close to 4 years of, like, you know, Capcom bullshit basically. But they got their act together and been on a heater since then, you know, since RE7, with, you know, RE7, the Resident Evil remakes. I know people give flack to 3, even though I never played the OG Resident Evil 3. I love RE3 remake a lot, or at least like it a lot. But the Monster Hunter games, even their smaller titles like Kinutsugami Path of the Goddess, which I thought was a great game. That we got Pragmata this year, RE9 Requiem, which is my game of the year so far. Like, Ubisoft should be in that position, but they're not. So hopefully, with, you know, I think Ubisoft got a big W last year with Assassin's Creed Shadows, because it sold a lot of copies. Well, of course, and there's no doubt that Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is going to sell a lot too. Hopefully they're going to get their butts into gear and realize, hey, people want remakes of these older, not just Assassin's Creed games, but their older titles too. Like, that Splinter Cell remake has been, I think it's been canceled, but they should really get popping on a new Splinter Cell game or a remake, or give it to IO Interactive, because they do stealth games amazingly well. But like, overly, this is the fire that Ubisoft needs, because we know that their developers are, you know, they're great, they want to do this. The higher ups, the publisher, that always, you know, does a lot of fuck shit, if you know what I mean. But anywho, everyone, like I said, thank you for watching this and joining me for this rambling review. What's next for this channel, since we completed, by the time you guys listen to this, my AC4 Black Flag walkthrough, walkthrough with part 5. But the ending of that, a few weeks ago, we wrapped up my Zero Parades for Dead Spies walkthrough on PC, and replaying all of the modern Call of Duty Modern Warfare games with MW3 2023 a few weeks ago as well. My next walkthrough will be Mortal Shell 2 or the Sinking City 1, because both have August release dates, like mid to late August release dates. So I'm thinking it's probably gonna be, because they're both pretty short games, first games. So I think we're probably gonna go Mortal Shell 1 in preparation for Mortal Shell 2, which drops August 20th. I think it just got a release date of a day or so ago. Looking forward to that game. Then after that, we're gonna be playing The Sinking City. I know it has a remastered version on Xbox, but I got an OG Xbox One version that still works on my Series X, so hey, gonna be dealing with that. But yeah, just to look out for the content that's coming to my channel. Like I said, we got Mortal Shell 1 walkthrough coming up, Sinking City 1 walkthrough coming up for July at least. We got the Halo campaign Evolve I'll be doing content walkthroughs of. We got the new expansion for Where Winds Meet, Hidden Mountains. Finally, the gauntlets are coming. I cannot wait. The end of July, I'll be live streaming that. I'm on Xbox as well since the game came to Xbox last month. We got that. Doom, The Dark Ages Revelations. I don't have my hands on that game yet, but at the end of July, I will be doing a walkthrough of that as well. We're going to be really stacked for August, so because we got Beast of Reincarnation, Marvel's Token Fighting Souls, a lot of other things. So make sure you're all subscribed, have that notification bell turned on, and make sure you set those notifications to all so you don't miss out on anything I post to this channel. And with all that being said, before I let you guys all go, please leave a like, subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter and on Blue Sky as well at Baytuh, Baytuh. If you want to keep supporting me even further, you can do so by donating to my Patreon, PayPal, YouTube Super Thanks, leaving a tip, or becoming a YouTube member on my channel. All those links are in the description down below, and there's a pinned comment in the comment section down below as well. And with all that being said, and with all that being out of the way, the final time for my rambling review for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. My name is Malcolm, also known as Baytuh, and I will catch you guys all on my next walkthrough, Let's Play, channel post update, live stream, ramble review, basically whatever else I do next on this channel, which is going to be very, very, very soon. Peace, thank you all for watching, and I love you all.